And you are welcome back. It is now News Now, reaching you live from the studios of iBrandTV, Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Uchechukwu Onodu. In a few days, President Muhammadu Buhari's current administration will be handing over the reign of power to another government. So also will some governors hand over to their successors. But as the countdown continues, Nigerians are expressing their thoughts as to what role they play in appreciating leaders when they leave office, and are also raising concerns as to why they need to engage in last-minute contract approvals and jumbo pensions. Dennis Ofik has more details on this report.
Thousands of retired civil servants across Nigeria who labored for their state for 35 years wallow in abject penury and die without getting their pensions and other entitlement. And while many serving civil servants go without pay for upwards of 10 months, former state governors since 1999 who spent maximum of 8 years in office are swimming in millions of taxpayers' naira carted away monthly in form of pensions, leaving most of the state's coffers empty. No fewer than 18 outgoing state governors will retire into lives of luxury with generous pension benefits despite mounting debts and unpaid workers' salaries. The governors, who will hand over to their successors on May 29, 2023, will be leaving behind at least 3.6 trillion naira debts for the incoming administrations. According to data from the Debt Management Office, the debt figure of these states include 2.27 trillion naira domestic loans and $1.71 billion foreign borrowing. The foreign debt is about 787.51 billion naira using the exchange rate of the Central Bank of Nigeria, which was 460 naira 53 kobo per dollar as of May 14, 2023. The debt figure was as of December 2022, which was the latest figure by the DMO. The outgoing governors include Nyesom Wike, River State, Ifeanyi Okowa, Delta State, Udom Emmanuel, Akwa Ibom State, Abdullahi Ganduje, Kano State, Badaru Abubakar, Jigawa State, Bello Matawali, Zamfara State, Ben Ayade, Cross River State, Okezi Ikpeazu, Abia State, and David Umahi, Ebonyi State. Other outgoing governors who will benefit from the largesse despite huge debts and unpaid workers' arrears are Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Enugu State, Samuel Otom, Benue State, Darius Ishaku, Taraba State, Abubakar Bello, Niger State, Abubakar Bagudu, Kebbi State, Nasir El-Rufai, Kaduna State, Simon Lalong, Plateau State, Aminu Masari, Katsina State, and Aminu Tambuwal, Sokoto State. The outgoing governors will be completing 2 terms of 8 years in office on May 28, 2023, except Zamfara's Matawali, who lost his re-election attempt and will be entitled to generous monetary pensions, mansions to be built in locations of their choice, luxury vehicles and domestic, as well as security aids, among others, based on laws passed by their respective state houses of assembly. With all of these, apart from the federal government securing $800 million World Bank loan to be disbursed among poor Nigerians, some Nigerians have expressed reservations about it.
May our government consider us as another new government they want to enter now. If they go borrow money, what's all those government won't say won't come again? What's what they won't do?
Government in power or at the time is not restricted or is allowed to make such awards for such projects, and then when the incoming government comes and he deems it fit, it is left for him to implement it. And if he has a contrary opinion, then he at the same time he may choose to do what he feels is better compared to what his predecessor has laid down.
With this system, you keep on borrowing, collecting left and right, because everything to better this nation is in this country.
We are appreciating them enough, but they said they don't have us in mind. That's why we are where we are today. Can you give what you don't have?
This way supposed to do in the government. In no drum. Now we don't finish in tenure. Now embezzlement will call that one.
As calls to put a stop to last-minute contract approvals and borrowing continue to resonate, Nigerians have not hidden their worries, but continue to uphold firmly that they are appreciative of their leaders when they leave office, but do not seem to get same gesture. Dennis Ofik for iBrandTV News.
The factional leader of the Labour Party, Lamidi Apapa, says he intends to attend the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal again on Friday, May 19th. Speaking on Thursday, Apapa said that he went to the tribunal on Wednesday to assert his authority as the acting national chairman of the party. Following a court order stopping the national chairman of the party, Julius Abure, and other party executives from parading as leaders, Apapa has been claiming right to the chairmanship position, but majority of the party members do not recognize him as such. The drama in the leadership tussle took another dimension on Wednesday as Apapa was booed out of the tribunal after his failed attempt to represent the party at the tribunal. Meanwhile, the spokesperson for the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Tanko Unisa, said Apapa is not acting in the interest of Obi and the Nigerian people. Governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawale, has urged the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission not to limit its corruption probe to governors alone, but to extend it to officials of the presidency and members of the Federal Executive Council. The governor made the demand in a statement while reacting to a report that quoted the EFCC chairman Abdul Rashid Bawa as saying the anti-graft agency had sent invitations to all outgoing governors and commissioners for corruption probe. Matawale said the investigation should be holistic and not selective, describing the invitation and pronouncement by the EFCC chairman as unbalanced, incomplete, hypocritical, and unnecessarily skewed. The United Nations Deputy Secretary General Amina Mohammed has charged state governors in Nigeria to deliver on their campaign promises before leaving office. Mohammed gave the charge at the 2023 Nigeria Governors Forum induction for new and returning state governors held May 14th to 17th, 2023 in Abuja. In a statement by the UN Information Center on Thursday, Mohammed said that under the country's constitution, state governors have the authority and the responsibility to deliver on critical foundations of infrastructure and basic services leading to social and economic development. She acknowledged that resource constraints were very real and that prioritizing, phasing, and leveraging other partnerships would be key. The chairman of the forum and governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambuwal, said the induction seminar was organized to support the new governors in developing the essential skills for democratic governance. And the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has expressed regret over his support for a forum that championed the emergence of Aminu Tambuwal as Speaker of the House in the 7th National Assembly. Tambuwal is now an outgoing two-term governor of Sokoto State. Gbajabiamila stated this while recalling the previous attempts by speakership aspirants to oppose the chosen candidates of their respective parties. The Speaker made these remarks in Abuja on Wednesday night during a meeting of the Joint Task 10th Assembly, a coalition of members elect from the All Progressives Congress and opposition parties for the upcoming 10th National Assembly. During the meeting, the coalition formally adopted Tajuddin Abbas and Benjamin Kalu as the anointed candidates of the APC for the positions of Speaker and Deputy Speaker for the 10th House. And a former presidential aspirant in the 2023 general elections, Mrs. Patience Key, has commended the United States' commitment to democratic values by imposing visa restrictions on more Nigerians, allegedly undermining democracy. The United States had on Monday imposed entry restrictions on more Nigerians for undermining the democratic process during the 2023 general elections. The action is the latest in a series of visa restrictions imposed on Nigerians in recent years. Key told reporters in New York that visa restriction would have a significant impact on the individuals and serving a larger purpose to uphold the integrity of democracy. According to her, the decision to impose a visa ban on or other sanctions is not about punishing those who acted inappropriately during the elections, but also about setting a precedent for future elections both in Nigeria and globally. She added that it was crucial to strike a balance between upholding democratic values and maintaining cordial international relations.